and going. There it is. Welcome, everybody. I am now going to join my own YouTube live so I can see the chat there. One moment. There we go. Pause that. Beautiful. And then up here. Oh, I guess I don't really need the reference image because all I'm doing is darkening the stripes. Yeah, I'll just keep that one. Okay, now let's go ahead and my YouTube is at Etch Artist. Everything's Etch Artist, but the full name is Kevin D. Etch Art. Kevin what? Kevin E. Etch Artist. Kevin E. Davis. Etch A Sketch Artist. Oh my goodness. Hey, you. Right on time. Right on time. I'm but if you go to my YouTube, Kevin D H, well, that's my email address. That's why I said it. Kevin D H Artist is at Gmail is my personal email address. Kevin D H Artist, because I couldn't figure out how to get Etch Artist back. Let's see here. Setting up my phone. I am going to finish this drawing today. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That'll do it. Yeah, Kevin D, Etch Artist, is now that I'm giving out my personal email address. Guess it doesn't matter. You subbed, yeah, Zoink! Doors Pro, fantastic. Doors Pro. I guess it was, I don't know why I chose that. I wanted to be Kevin D. That's because it's my name. All right. Hey, I think I will go ahead and start the timer, but I really just plan on working until I'm done. I'm gonna fix this edge of the moon. I think I'm going to, um, I don't know. Here we go. I just need to get started. I'm almost up to 1,000 on YouTube. We're gonna keep. I know that we'll do. We'll- There we go. Most of my day today, I got to tell you. Thanks for the heart. Carb pimp. I'm not going to lie. YouTube Live's kind of low quality. Hey, thanks. What do you mean low quality? I mean, right now it's only just the view. It's better. Zoink, I want you to go back when I'm doing one of my regular request lives and see what it looks like then. I'm curious, just curious. I'm not saying it's gonna be better. Kelsey's birthday. Okay. Oh, the camera. Well, all I did was angle the camera down from my usual quick drawing. But in my usual YouTube lives when I'm taking requests, you see me while I'm drawing, you see my reference image, you can see the timer. It's much more of a show. I don't really do these big drawings that often as I do my quick drawings. So I don't really invest in making it look the best. Oh, look at you. Okay, I'll check. Where am I? I all I did was angle the camera down. I didn't really try to focus it better, make it look better. My bad, YouTube. Sorry, you. I did start, yeah. Okay, back to the microphone I'm using on YouTube is very focused, voice focused, so it cuts out the music. Get it? Oh, and my mouth is right up against the microphone, and it's my phone microphone is probably better quality. I don't know. Well, definitely the camera quality is better than the webcam I have on YouTube. It's supposed to be a high quality camera on YouTube webcam, but again, I didn't spend a lot of time to get this set up because I want it to be an easy setup. So my plan is to finish this. I'm hoping to do it in less than half. I'm hoping to do it in half an hour. But if I can do this in less than an hour or less, I'm going to be finished with my drawing, and then I'm going to fix dinner for my kids and dogs, and I'm going to come back because my wife has an appointment. She's going to be gone 5, maybe 2.5 hours. Another 2.5 hours from now, she'll be out. And so I'll have plenty of time to go make dinner for the people who are still here and then come back and do request drawings. What? You're Zane? I didn't know you had a website. Yes! Etchartist.com. That's what started it all. Actually, the origin of the name Etch Artist comes from America Online, AOL. Etch Artist used to be my AOL email address. And when my brother encouraged me to go the direction of Etch A Sketch art to seek my fame, he helped me launch my website. He helped me get my website started, and it was Etch Artist based on my old email address, and so everything became Etch Artist. Once social media started, all my usernames are Etch Artist. But that, yeah, it all derives then from that email address, but also the um, oh goodness, I've really darkened this side. I should match it the other side. But it's my website, etchartist.com. I haven't been able to update it in 5 years though, because I dropped the external hard drive that had all the files that I needed to update it. Where's the black dot thingy? Oh, it's now at the very top of the screen. I'm going across. I'm in the night sky at the top of the moon, just above a cloud, at the very top of the screen. For me, it's the top. For you, the far right, towards the top. All right, does that look better? I think that's as good as I'm going to get the moon. I'm okay with that. It's not a perfect circle, but it's not about the moon. This drawing is not about the moon. It's about the lovely couple. Sure. However, I'm very happy with what's on my website. I just haven't been able to update my gallery with newer drawings. And the homepage says most recent drawing. It was a commission piece that I did at the end of 2019. And that's the homepage. And it says my most recent drawing, when really my most recent drawing was Potato Sack Race, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, this will be the second Tim Burton movie that I've done a drawing based on a Tim Burton movie in the last year, because I did Beetlejuice last year. An 80s Tim Burton movie. Oh, no, this was 93. This was 93. There we go. Oh, thanks, MSG. Have you never seen this specific Etch A Sketch, or just you've never seen Etch A Sketch art, this kind of art, or both?
All right, I'm done with this guy. I am happy with how it looks. Although I don't know. Now I question myself because I see all these little lines here. I feel like I need to clear them out because this side doesn't have any of those lines. All right. That means this could go longer. I was hoping to just work an hour, but can only do your name. Hello, Lisa H. Oh my goodness, it's so good to see you. Everybody's been so busy lately, and I haven't been on for long periods or early enough. I took today off of work. It was such a nice day. I was determined not to do any chores on the day off. In the morning, I started watching Andor season 2. Mostly because I was testing the dogs for training with the pool guy here, try to get them to calm down. Then once pool guy was gone, I started playing video games. And most of my day, I played Trover Saves the Universe. It was a VR game by the guy who created Rick and Morty. Lots of gratuitous foul language for no reason, all over the place. And I spent most of the day playing it, and I finished it. It was awesome. Very good timing to finish it. And then I played a round of Fortnite on the TV because it's different than and most of the time I'm playing Fortnite on my Switch. I'll let her speak for herself. I know she joined on board saying she's doing more unpacking. So I'm going to assume that means you feel better, but I don't know. It's nice to hear you're doing more unpacking. You still there, you? Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Just you. Yeah, this is what I needed. Just a second round. Let's go down here. So I have a new setup for my request lives where I'm doing the small drawings. Um, I actually have my easel sitting on top of my old easel, and it's lifted everything up, but I just lifted to my chair. I've extended the old easel so it holds the keyboard. I was talking to one of my friends the other day, and it's one of these and but it's very stable. It's perfect. The videos that I did from last night were just perfectly no shaking. Monkey, monkey, rest monkey, chunky, that funky monkey, rest monkey, that funky monkey, rest monkey, chunky, funky monkey. So then, for doing this, all I did was remove that old stylus and hi, hello. I removed the old style. No, I removed the old easel. I reached in the locker and lowered this so you can see it. All right, I'm gonna. What's up? I'm gonna work on a suit. I'm gonna go back to this far sleeve. I'm in the middle now at the bottom, where his sleeve closest to Sally. There we go. Nice then. I guess I'm only timing this so I can say how long it took. I'm at 7.5 hours now. No, I'm not. I'm at 6.5 hours. I was hoping to finish it at 7. We'll see. Good morning. We got the bottom for you. Come on, everybody, let's get monkey, smoky chunky, monkey, monkey, smoky, monkey, champ. So now what I'm doing is working on his suit. I'm thinning these lines out because they are thin lines. Growing tired of having to parkour. How's your tum-tum? How's your tummy doing after your Monday food poisoning? That really hung in there a long time. I think at this point you can see where I am because you can see so much through here. This is going to look so cool when it's preserved. So if assuming I am finishing this today, which I plan on it, then that means I'll preserve it this weekend. I should be cutting it open tomorrow. Crazy. Then I'm going to start mapping out my self-portrait drawing will be next. And that will become my profile picture probably for a long time. I've had my current profile picture for almost 5 years now. But I generated it with Photoshop. Took a selfie and then in Photoshop made it look like a drawing on an Etch A Sketch. Gonna try to say this as child friendly as possible. Well, hello, Galaxy Michael. Lovely to have you drop by on TikTok. Yeah, I was thinking of you and Marshall, Michael, when I was having technical difficulties. I'm like, man, I lost both of your drawings from last night's live, but fortunately this morning all was well with the world and I was able to download it. In fact, I posted both of them now. I did Perry around lunchtime and my lunchtime, and I just posted the Nissan. It is coming out of the correct end, but the insides are still liquid. Understood. Okay, great. I get it. Today I've only been working on it for 17 minutes, but I'm 6.5 hours into this. Well, I guess that's 6 hours, 45 minutes. Hey, Jason Bacon. Great to see you. So I plan on finishing this up. All I have left to do is darken the stripes on his suit and his bow tie. I haven't darkened his bow tie at all. I do need to try to keep track of where my point is. Okay. I'm thinning these lines out, these white stripes on his chest. For you, the lower on TikTok, it's the lower left. On YouTube, it's the lower right. Darkening the black lines and thinning the white lines is what I'm working on here. Then I'm going to do the collars, the lapels, I should say. Heart to heart and hand in hand. This will take some time. Unfortunately, it's not an exciting part, but at least when people swipe through, they'll see a finished drawing, mostly finished drawing. Oh, thanks for the follow, Stephanie. I was looking at your website. You like Disney a lot. Well, and a graphic designer. That's right. Absolutely, you. Actually, just you on YouTube was just visiting my website and he's saying I'm a big Disney fan. What happened was how that got started was a friend of mine got a storage auction, won a storage auction, and in the storage unit, I should say, in the storage unit was an old Etch A Sketch. She had moved to Arizona, but she mailed it to me in California, and it worked. It was beat up, but it was an old one, probably from the 70s. So as a thank you, I told her I would not give her a drawing, but do a drawing for her, and she loved the Haunted Mansion. So I drew the girl on the tight wire over the crocodile, the girl in the crocodile, and I was getting so much attention from Disney fans on Instagram. I was mostly on Instagram at that time, not definitely no TikTok. And because I was getting such a big Disney following, first of all, I did the other three paintings, so I got all four paintings of the Haunted Mansion done, and that's why I continued to go through Disneyland. I called it the Disneyland Project. What I still need to do is every land. I haven't done every land. Hello, bestie. Telling a story. Um, and so my dream would be to someday have a gallery show in which the Disneyland project is on display in order of the map of Disneyland. So, you'd see, I still haven't done this one. I've been wanting to. The train station as you walk into Disneyland with a flower display of Mickey Mouse. I want to do that on an Etch A Sketch. So that would be the first thing you see. And then you can go down Main Street, you see the statue of Walt and Mickey. And then, whatever land you go to. I've drawn Space Mountain. I've done Small World. Galaxy's Edge even is in there. Now this is Disneyland, so not California Adventure where all the Marvel stuff is, or Pixar. Sure. Well, the Buzz Lightyear has his thing, but I've already got a Tomorrowland. All right, let me look at this. Yeah, those stripes are much better. I like those stripes a lot. All right, I'm gonna move on to his lapel. All right. Well, hey, Pixel City. Now I'm glancing. I had to really focus on my drawing too. While I was telling a story. Story done. It's been a long time for me as well. Oh, you can really see me on YouTube. Yeah, yeah, we haven't been there in years either. I think since, gosh, Emily was 2, so 8 years ago. She doesn't remember even going. I've been telling Jamie that I really want to do a big family Disneyland trip. Like go all out. You were 16. Holy cow. I'll do a request later. If I'm drawing this, I'm not taking requests. If you don't see a little Etch A Sketch, I'm not taking requests, but I will do one later today. I'm going to finish this drawing, and then I'm going to take a break to make dinner for the kids and feed my dogs. Then I'll come back and do more live. I still have a couple more hours that I could be live. So no question, I will be drawing later. Thought his name was just Walt. 20th years to discover Walt was short for Walter. Oh, that's so funny, Walter. Wow. No, love. I'm not taking any requests. I will not say yes to anything in this life. Remember last time when you pissed me off? So no. Let's not even discuss taking requests. Sit. Mhm. I think Exit City came and went on YouTube, said hi, and went away. Fortunately, because I scratched all this off in the first round, second round of scratching off doesn't take as long. I'm actually very happy how quickly it is to work on this lapel. Bella. I'm trying to think. Your name is so many letters and numbers. I'm going to call you. I'll just call you Bella. Mm. So yeah, Faye, do you know the VR game Trover Saves the Universe? It is crazy out there. Every time Britney Spears? Oh yes. 1,000 points to you, Faye. That's so funny. I was like, we don't hear her every time. Then I looked up and saw the name of the song was Every Time. Yay, 1,000 points to Faye. Like, we don't hear her every time. Hey, Astrid, thank you. Oh, where? Okay, I'm wrapping this up. I'm going to finish this drawing today. Then I'm going to cut it open tomorrow to preserve it. I'm not sure when, but I'll figure it a time. What am I doing here? Okay, it's going to point. You're awesome. All right, I'm going to focus now because I need to retrace outside of the lapel a couple of times. I'm working on, if you're watching on YouTube, you're watching this upright. It's on the left lapel outside. For you on TikTok, it's the top of that lapel closest to Sally. Now I'm going to do the inner trace. My favorite person on what? On the Etch A Sketch? Bella, or my favorite person on this, she said. On TikTok. Oh, well, fantastic. Thanks, Bella. I appreciate that. All right, that's play Aiken Christmas. Let's skip that. All right, this is one of my favorite movies from Disney. Is The Fox and the Hound. Really? What do you mean, obviously? That's not so obvious. What about this one? This one goes to a point two. Probably working at a 9-to-5 pace. I wonder how bad that tastes. When you see my face, hope it gives you help, it gives you help. When you walk my way, hope it gives you help, it gives you help. Now where's your picket fence? Okay, these are more of a sign. And where's that shine come? Very nice. You never seem so tense. Yeah. I'll give you 1,000 points for that, Bessie. And truth be told, I'm lying. When you see my face, it gives you, it gives you. When you walk my way, it gives you, it gives you. Racking up the points this live. This isn't really an active live for points. Hey, there's the heart. Oh my gosh. I only announce it. My dog Coco is looking at my cat right now. I'm scared. All right, well, you go do something. That's when you have to leave me, and I understand. I do try to give the family warning. I try. There's a way to get notifications. It should be caught on. It's true. I do want to work with the dogs, but I always want to do that Sunday. Got a few things I'll need to work on, but one of the things, hey Leah, I'm gonna finish this today, which means I'm gonna cut it open this weekend. Hey, where are you going? I don't know. What? Bob's not home. So I heard a child heading downstairs left their room to go downstairs. Typically, that means they're going to get a snack. They should be asking for snacks. A house with free-for-all snacks is not a healthy house, in my opinion. Just my opinion. For children to be in the habit of just eating whenever they feel like it. My opinion. Yeah, they were sneaking you out. That's right. Yeah, Leah Hart loves a good cutting, a good Etch A Sketch cutting video live. And I've never opened one of these. I mean, I don't think there's anything different except for the fact that I'm not going to have any red scraps of plastic all around. It'll be all black all the time. I'm hoping the knobs are easy to take off. I imagine they will be. Stolen ate a whole jar of fruit-flavored vitamin gummies once. Oh my goodness. I don't think you can OD on vitamins. Clearly not, as you are still with us. Gummy vitamins, sure, they look like gummy bears. Why wouldn't you? In my day, that was Flintstone vitamins. Were the yummy vitamins. They didn't have gummy vitamins in my day when I was a kid. When I was a kid, they didn't have gummy vitamins. You kids today and your gummy vitamins. Flintstone vitamins were the thing. That's what we wanted more of. I think I want to double these. I like to retrace these again just to make them darker. Because now all I have left is the bow tie. I'm doing well. It's 30 minutes now. I had vitamins that were like chalk. Yeah. Kids be kids. That's right. That last song. Oh, who said that last song was Give You Head? That's right. Hello. I'll give you 500 points for that. Yeah, I missed it the first time. Right? The Flintstone vitamins were it. I want a Barney. I want, whatever. It was really the color that you wanted. But yeah, there's Barney and Fred and Dino. I don't remember who else. Probably Betty and Wilma, I would imagine. Do you know that's, yeah, I was going to say that's where the term comes, she's such a Betty, but I bet that's not even a known term nowadays. Because of Betty Rubble, Barney's wife, was a hottie in the cartoon world. Like some kids thought Daphne was the thing that a lot of nerds loved. Love them some Thelma. Bam Bam War was your favorite? Yeah. Normal little gummies. Neon glitter Shrek toothpaste. Oh my goodness. I hate my favorite music is not in my language sometimes. Okay. That's interesting, Bella. Do you know the language that it's in? Like, do you know that language? But you say it's not in your language, so I guess no. What's going on? Shenanigans. Shenanigans, I tell you. If you're still there, why is Fox and the Hound your favorite? Oh, there's some piano playing going on downstairs. That was shuffling around a piano bench and dog bed and piano bench, shuffling around. Shenanigans. I'm okay with piano shenanigans. Kids don't know how to play the piano, but they actually will play in a way that's not annoying. Hey, thanks, Lisa H. I'm going to finish it today. All I have left to do is his bow. And that's what I'm working on right now. All I have left is his bow, and then I'm going to be done. I'm going to call it a 7-hour drawing because then I have once I preserve it, I have the 3 drawings in a row. I have my 6-hour potatoes sack race. I'll have my 7-hour Jack and Sally and my 8-hour monorail over submarine ride. Oh, I also started to do a Jungle Cruise project. Literally called it that. I have Disneyland projects, but then I was going to do a whole series that was just the Jungle Cruise ride at Disneyland, starting with the entry building and the boat, and then it would go to like the tiger and the python. And I'd done the boat and the entry building, but I stopped there. I was thinking of making it like this whole attached montage of Etch A Sketches with like clay sculptures, like a clay sculpted African elephant and something to be the backside of water and like all of this. And I just like, that's a huge project. I'm barely knocking out these big drawings as it is to just focus on the Jungle Cruise. I'd get tired of that. Dad said you could play the what? The funeral? I'm not sure what that means. What was that theme? But it's the music with Darth Vader. It's Star Wars. Yeah, not the Star Wars theme. It's my trumpet at the funeral. Hey, I played trumpet. Yeah. It's called the Imperial March. Darth Vader's theme song, the Imperial March. But hello, I'll still give you 300 participation points. And Lisa, I'll just give you a good, I'll give you 1,000. You said Darth Vader, you said John Williams. Yeah, I played trumpet from 5th grade, 6th grade, and 7th grade, and I stopped in the 8th grade. I had moved and just decided, no, I think I'm good with the trumpet. Now, sad story about the trumpet. You'll appreciate this, Bellum. My sad story about the trumpet is that, oh, wait, smells like nostalgia. I watched this movie several times as a child. I get it. Okay. I just now read that, you. Um, my sad trumpet story is when I got to college, I sold my trumpet to it's called a society at my college, like there's sororities or fraternities. It wasn't a fraternity, it was called a society, but I sold my trumpet to them so I could have one as the society's trumpet. But it wasn't until I was doing theater and I realized, wait a second, you project from your diaphragm. I misunderstood my music teacher in the 5th grade from the beginning. I thought you were supposed to breathe with your stomach. And that's why I was always like 3rd, 4th, 5th chair. Because I wasn't breathing with my diaphragm to play the trumpet. And ever since I realized that, I'm like, man, I wish I had my old trumpet back. I just don't know if it's worth buying a trumpet to say, okay, now that I really know how to play, will I play this? Maybe I will later in my life. Hey, thanks, every being. Hey, Shogiko. Why don't you just wait? Although, you know what? Was it Leah who gave me one, I think, Tuesday, and I didn't notice it in the time lapse. Taken away. I haven't been making much from TikTok gifts, which is fine. As many of you know, I don't do this for the money. But yeah, if you could hold on to that maybe until I'm doing request. In fact, I think it was during the Nissan one popped up. No, it wasn't. During Perry the Platypus, there's one. And I don't mind it during those quick drawings. But this is one, I'll be posting it on more social media than normal when I'm done. And I have a time lapse video of it. Oh, well, thank you. My mom loves The Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah, who shouldn't? Everyone should. I still like to anyway. It's so true. Did it not show? Yeah, I don't think it did, Leah. When I was doing the editing, after I was done editing, I realized, oh, wait a second. Leah Hart gave me a heart. Leah Hart gave me a heart, and I didn't notice it in the edit. So I mean, it would literally be 3 frames in the end. So it's just a matter of if I catch it or not. I'm retracing the white lines to smooth them out, and then I'll outline the bow, and then the center of the bow, and then the bottom or right side of the bow, and we'll be done. Then I'm going to make my kids dinner, and then feed the dogs, and then I'm going to come back and draw some more until my wife gets home with our dinner. She's going to pick something up on the way home. She is out getting a massage. How nice. But her appointment's going to go for another hour and a half. So. I know. Tell me that you all. Okay, here we go. I'm going to outline this bow. My mom gave me a treat because I didn't go to my friend's house because no one wanted to bring me. Oh, I see. Hey, Baldy, thank you. During Christmas and Halloween, I watched this movie. Yeah. I wanted to start this drawing last October, and I never got around to it. I actually started this at the beginning of this month. I only work on it 1 hour at a time. This is now my 7th hour working on it. But I figure I could go ahead and start it in April because really this is an all year round movie. I get it. Nobody was able to take you, so they decided to give you a treat because, they felt bad that you couldn't go to your friend's house. I get that. Well, that's good, Bill. I'm glad. What kind of a treat did you get? Curious. And everyone, do forgive me if I missed your chat. I am when I work on these big drawings, I do a lot of focus on my drawing while I'm drawing. I don't glance up as much. The wife deserves some time. That's right. Exactly. This is my me time, and I get it pretty much every day. Out kid size, what? Bar. Reese's outrageously kid size bar. Oh, okay. Out, outrage, outrageously. Now, I think what you mean, you're saying. Oh, okay, now I'm going to look at my. Okay, so what you're saying is was it super big or super small when you're using that adjective that you made up? A man of well from taste. Hot rocks poker. Mr. Nietzsche, won't you guess my name? Guess what's troubling you is the nature of my game. Hey, you! Get off my cloud. Hey, you! Hey, you! Don't hang around, 'cause three's a crowd. Small. I gotcha. No, it's not a real word. You'll be back? Okay, you're in a hurry, gotta go. Oh, fantastic. Thanks, Baldy. Oh, it's Baldy. The Baldy, like the game. Hello? Let's spend the night together. Every need. My. Let's spend the night together. Now I need you more than ever. Let's spend the night together now. Dun, 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 dun. I can't get no satisfaction. I can't get no girly action because I've tried and I've tried and I've tried and I've tried. I can't get no. I can't get no. I'm now working on the seventh hour. Technically, 7 hours and 13 minutes, 14 minutes, 17 hours, 13 minutes. This is going to end up not being a 7 hour drawing. And all I have to do. So, what I was saying, I was hoping it would be a 7 hour drawing because then I would have a 6 hour potatoes, 7 hour Jack and Sally, and an 8 hour monorail. When I always show, I'm like, this is a 6 hour drawing. This is an 8 hour drawing. Look at what I've done. This is 6 hours. This is 7 hours. This is 8 hours. That's what I was hoping for, but it's not happening. It's so true. It's so true. More hours. Oh, thanks, Born to Blaze. Born to Blaze. You said Blaze. Pushing the powder around is really tricky because it's not clearing. I need to go slower. Because if I go too fast, the static electricity that causes the powder to stick to the glass will generate the powder to stick back in the glass. And whatever I've scraped off, there's still powder there if I go too fast. But I'm almost done. I think it's going to be another hour. So this is going to end up being 7.5 hours. That's my guess. I don't mind. I don't need to rush. I was just because it would sound cool. Potatoes took less time because it was an original drawing. So it's a little easier to draw it and shade it in because it's an original drawing. I'm not trying to copy something that exists. Man, how long ago was that game? Sorry, I'm going back. This YouTuber's name is Baldy after the game. Isn't that like how many years ago was that? And then everybody came out with like a different version of it. How long does it usually take to edit these long drawings? Maybe 5 to 10 minutes. Really doesn't take long at all for editing. I do it while I'm watching TV with my wife. This is it, the last part of the bow. Yeah, because especially something like this, where it's just the one drawing, as opposed to like when I draw all my requests, that takes maybe that takes a little longer to do all of those different ones. But for this big drawing, yeah, it's going to take me like 5 minutes to edit today's session. And then what I have on my phone, I shorten every hour is shortened to 5 seconds exactly. So I keep it consistent. So I turn 1 hour into 5 seconds, and then I piece them together in an edit that I have not downloaded yet. But I keep every 5 second piece on my phone until I'm ready to download the final edit. I've learned to do that because if I download it and then edit and add and edit and add, then the oldest videos become very poor quality. When did I learn that, Faye? Didn't I just learn that last year? I think that was just with Beetlejuice I learned that. Because I remember I was talking to you about that during the process. I'm like, oh man, this video quality is horrible. The early images. Do, 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 Casper. Yeah, about halfway making it started showing. Yeah. Yeah, Jessica, I use this footage for, thank you, Lisa. I use this footage for my time lapse videos so I don't guess. Thank you for asking, though. A lot of people just click the co-host button and they don't ask. I'm like, you didn't even say hi. But thank you for asking. Especially a big one like this, I would not co-host because I'm using this now 7 hours and 20 minutes into this. I'm not going to interrupt my footage of drawing with a co-host. Man, I think the last time I did a guest, a co-host, was when we all did the group one. I think it was in December. I did one with another artist where we were both doing scribble monsters. Yeah, December. Yeah, of course. Went back and replaced it with the original footage from. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I found I still had. Hey, Briggs, you are the video game. Yeah, I was asking how long ago was that, Baldy? How long ago did Baldy the game come out? I heard it was a while ago, and then they came out with all different versions. It's funny because you were drinking, right? You ever do critiques to aspiring etch artists? I've given advice. I don't know if I call them critiques. Yeah, I guess yes. I know a lot of Etch A Sketch artists. In fact, it's because of the group of Etch A Sketch artists that I've developed my technique for preservation. I've combined different people's techniques and my own experiences. I'll be cutting this one open tomorrow for preservation. I'm going to make some of these upper lines a little darker. But absolutely, I give advice, maybe critiques. I mean, it's hard to say they're critiques. I would say advice on techniques because everybody, all of the Etch A Sketch artists, they draw on the Etch A Sketch in the same way that they do artwork. So everyone has their own style. One person's drawing of this on an Etch A Sketch will look different than mine. Although I have to say, Jane Lavowitz, who's Princess Etch A Sketch or Princess Etch, we both did a drawing of the Taj Mahal, and I got to say, they look very similar. She says mine's better, which I appreciate. I thank her for that. But yeah, other than that, we all tend to draw in our own style. So it's harder to say it's a critique. It's more like advice. Oh, awesome. 2018. Awesome. March 31st, 2018. How old am I? No, I didn't know. Well, how old is the game? Yeah. 2018. All right. That sounds about right. Baldy had answered my question. But again, I'm not looking up constantly as much as I do when I'm taking requests because the drawing means a little more to me than when I'm about to erase. I'm not going to erase this in another 30 seconds like I do with the other lives. Very happy with this. Very happy. I think I'm done. It's at 52 minutes, but I think we'll round it off. Should I round it off to say 7.5 hours? It's I might have gone a little longer. It doesn't matter. Not including the preservation process. So it's been 7 hours and 23 minutes. I think I'll round that off to say it's 7.5 hours. I'm not done yet. Oh, I haven't hidden my initials. Oh, I got to figure. Oh man. Also, let me double check. I'm not sure I'm happy with the bow. I'm not done yet, but it looks like it's going to be a 7.5 hour. Let me retrace this part of the bow. Yeah, she is. She's actually a good friend of mine. I've been able to hang out with her a few times in person. We've known each other for years. We first got to meet each other in 2017, but we had already known each other for several years by then. What was your name before? Because clearly your name is nothing right now. Hide it in his jacket. See, that's what I was thinking of, actually. Yeah, 7 hours, right? Ask the question, I will answer it. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm your Google now. Thanks. Uh, I was actually thinking of putting it in his jacket somehow, my initials. That was my thought all along. But now that I've filled it all in, I got to figure out where I could do that. I'm not quite happy with the head of this bat bow. I'm going to try to darken that. Let's see, this should go this way. I feel like it's not dark enough. All right, this is. Oh, yes. It's astounding. Time is fleeting. Madness takes its toll. I'm going to concentrate on shading here for a moment, not reading chat. Not preparing. And I'm going to sing. I've got to keep control. I remember doing the time for drinking those moments when the darkness would hit and the void would be calling. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again. It's just a jump to the left. And then a step to the right. Put your hands on your hips. With your knees in tight. It's a pelvic thrust. That really drives you insane. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again. It's a dreaming. Oh, fantasy, free me. So you can't see me. No, not at all. In another dimension. With voyeuristic intention. Well secluded. I see all. In a bit of a mind flip. You're into a time slip. And nothing will ever be the same. You're spaced out into insane, Sean. Like you're on the sedation. And let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again. That's right, Lisa H. Toxic Saucy, I do remember you. It's so funny, Faye, because literally Baldy on YouTube said, I am your Google now a while ago. Lisa H, you get 500 points for that. Chipmunk warning, chipmunk warning. I'm going to turn down. I turned it up for time warp. Oh, yeah. See, this is 58 minutes. This is exactly, yeah. So it's going to be 7.5 hours. All right. And you didn't have to Google it. No, of course you didn't, Lee Sage. Oh, 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 oh. Uh, uh, the short line balance. The short lines. Excellent. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go to the bottom corner where I always stop. For TikTok, it's bottom left. For YouTube, it's up right. It's bottom right. This is where I'm going to stop the time lapse because now it is officially done. You're right. This I'm going to do a better angles for YouTube. It's too far away to get a real close. There we go. That's better. Up, 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 up. Andrew, what are you doing? All right, there's shenanigans going on. Okay, bye. Hello. I'll be back a little bit myself. Hold on. Let me see what's going on. Okay. Ah. Look at that. I'm happy with that. I think I would have liked this shading on his head to be a little lighter, but I think it's fine the way it is. Obviously, I'm not going to do anything about it. I have Twitch, but I don't Twitch. And what's going on? I need kids. Kids would be kids. Oh, mom. What's going on? Mom leaves the house, right? Oh, place collapses. That's what happens. You did that. I did this with an Etch A Sketch stars. Yeah. I just finished it. This is 7.5 hours. I did 1 hour at a time. Although one session was an hour and a half because I wanted to finish all the shading. All right. Now, I'm not done though, because I'm going to figure out now. I'm going to look at it and figure out where am I going to hide my initials. Oh, you know what? I'm going to darken a line under his chest here. I'm done with the time lapse. Oh, hey, this is the time you could give me heart, team heart. because I'm not going to use this footage on TikTok. I'm done with time-lapse footage. And whatever I do here will just show up on the final image. Yay! Team Heart!
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Lisa H.
Only 7 hours. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. If you go to my videos on YouTube, you can see a lot of my other drawings. Well, probably the average. Gosh, I don't know what the average is. Maybe 10 hours on a drawing. Hey, Ariella, I was waiting for you to come by so I could say I've had a lot of water today. It was a very good day. I took the day off. Oh, this is starting to act up. Took the day off. I had a lot of water, played some video games, and I felt loved for who I am. Now, this is not my typical live. Let me pop up here on. Nope, not that one. There we go. Hey, this is not my typical live. Typically, I have a green screen behind me, and you would see my drawing, you'd see my reference. I'm going to come back live later when I take requests. I draw on a little pocket Etch A Sketch. When I draw on the pocket size Etch A Sketch, I take maybe 15, 30 minutes for my drawings. So I'll be back later for that. So make sure you're subscribing and you click that bell. You get notification when I come live. Beep, beep, beep. All right. Now, to hide this again. Me. So yeah, I was trying to think, oh, you know what? I don't like this. I don't feel like this color's not dark enough, and I can see a lot of white. I'm not done. I am still done with the footage, but I'm going to touch up that. So now I'm thinking if I'm going to do something with this lapel, then maybe I should somehow my initials. Oh, well, but I'm going to go slow. So yeah, all the way up to the middle there is it. It didn't go all the way. Tuesday and Wednesday nights, not usually Fridays, but Tuesday and Wednesday nights, I'll be working on a drawing like this. My next big drawing is going to be a self-portrait that I'm going to use as my profile picture. That's what I should do. I'm going to go. Just going to touch this up here. Hey, I'm writing a book and it's going to take a long time, so I have to go, but I'll sub. All right, thanks, stars. I'm on pretty much every day, except for the days I'm not. How's that for deep? I'm on most days. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go up, darken this. Although you know what, the other problem is the fact that I don't have the black poster board insert to really see what is the powder inside and what is um, on the screen. It's going to look great once I put the black poster board inside. When I preserve them, I put a black poster board inside so you don't see the inside of the Etch A Sketch and the lines really stand out. And when I take a picture of it, it's going to look so much better than I'm going to take when I take the actual final finished picture of it. After I preserve it, I'm going to use a white background, not a black background, so the blackness of the Etch A Sketch really stands out. Yeah, this is better. Is this? Yeah, that's right. Be there for preserving. I bet you will. Hey, Leslie. Bye, stars. Probably already gone, but that's all right. I still say goodbye. That's also something I do. Try to thump off excess powder. Let's see. Okay. Oh, shoot. I went too far. Lost track of my stylus tip. Telling you the dogs go crazy, the cats go crazy. I really need to keep an eye on this. I'm going to go back up this side. Just taking turn me on back. Every street light. Still it's whenever the little dog thinks mom is coming home, he does that barking, just goes crazy. He probably thinks she's home, but she's not going to be home for a couple more hours. So now that I've touched up this lapel, I need to go back to where am I going to hide my initials? I thought about somewhere over here. Oh, maybe in her hair? See, but it's going to be obvious when I do angles and stuff like that. Yeah, they just want to be over. It's true. But they were really well behaved when the pool guy was here. I had them, but I was right there, so. Come. Trying new words. Oh, there you're good girl. Yes. Kona listened. Kona was a good girl. All right. Where to put my initials? Her hair, I could slip it in. Nobody's really looking over here. How about I do that? Try to make it really thin and just do it somewhere over here. I do have a tool. Oh, because I talked about the pool guy. I'm like, how'd you know I had a pool? Oh, right. Because even though it's off season, well, it's starting to get warmer now, but yeah, we got to keep the chemicals going. Yeah, well, it's we're in the desert. You got to have a pool. Not everybody does here, but so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it in her hair. I'm gonna try to go up maybe shoulder length here. So I'm gonna focus on this for a bit because I don't want to go too thick. Might be one of those things where only we know it's there. Every street light, nights me deserves fire. Deserves fire. I'll give you a close-up look at it when I'm done. There we go. Hair is the best, yeah. See, but it would be obvious there. I wanted to have it blend in, Leslie. Pool party, yeah, definitely. We'll have a Etch family pool party. All right, here we go. So I'm going to show. Yeah, there's nobody on YouTube right now. You know what? Let me bring the camera to the drawing. I didn't want it to be obvious. Yeah, this would have been an obvious. That would I usually do my initials close to the bottom right. So you're saying right here that would have been a logical place if I didn't want to hide them. So, but I wanted to make them more subtle. So there they are right there. I like it because then in the big picture, it's there, and these lines are going to be more noticeable. See when I go closer, you can see the lines much better. Am I happy with that mouth? Yes. Don't do anything. Leave it the F alone. That's awesome. I love this so much. Now I'm here's my oh, I'm in the way of let me do this for YouTube. Now they have a close-up view. All right. I'm going to wrap it up for my YouTube live. Sorry. I'll be back on a little bit to do some requests.